So wherever you are, so please chant mantra Om 3 times all together. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahe Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvisavahe. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Gangurubhyo Namaha. Om Ganganapataye Namaha. Om Aim Saraswati Namaha. Om Klim Kalikaye Namaha. Om Klim Bhadrakalli Namaha. Om Dam Durgaye Namaha. Om Hrim Namah Shivaya. Hari Om. So, Atmanan.
Yes, Guruji.
So, what we are going to study today?
Sri Bhairava Tantra.
Vijñana Tantra. And what is the sutra number? How many sutras we have been?
I missed all Fridays. The last time we did, I guess up to 20 or 21 is the last one. And Shiva revealed by Shakti. Our state of consciousness is 22. 23, he means to achieve Bhairava consciousness. This is where the different dharana starts with 23. And up to 23, it's all the states of Bhairava, the person and so on is described. And from this sutra on, the different means, different dharanas are described. Right.
But I think sutra number 23, did we study last time?
No. Last one was Shiva revealed by Shakti. It's when the Shakti.
Okay, so yes. 22 maybe, no?
Yes, yes.
Bhairava, state of the consciousness, right?
Yes.
Sri Deva Vacha. Acha, so I think okay. I think sutra number 20 again. The sutra number 22. Bhairava, state of the consciousness. Sri Deva Vacha. So let we shall repeat this mantra. Everyone have this book? Okay. Sri Deva Vacham Deva Deva Trisunga Trisulangam Kapala Krita Bhushanam Digdesa Kala Sunyacha Vyavadesa Vivarjita. So Deva, see Deva Vacha. So Sri Devi said, O Lord of gods, who bears the trident and skulls are ornaments of that state, devoid of time, space, and direction, and free from characteristics. Devada Trisulanga, Sri Sudeva was, so it is said by the Devi. Sri Devi said, Deva Deva Trisulanga. Deva Deva means here, O Lord of gods. Deva Deva. So normally we say Deva, but Deva Deva, Mahadev. We say Mahadev. Maha means great God. Deva Deva means like gods of the god, right? Lord Shiva, he is the like commander in the all gods. The Maha God, Mahadev, right? Like Mahadevi, right? Mahagad, like Mahalakshmi and Mahalakshmi, right? Gayatri and Mahagayatri, like Kali and Mahakali, right? So you can understand in this sense. We say, there's something, the another word, no? Mahatma, Atma and Mahatma. Atma means soul, Mahatma means the divine, the great Atma, the divine Atma, the divine soul, right? Sakti, we say Parasakti or Mahasakti. So like that. So Deva Deva Trisulanga, Trisula the trident. Everybody understand trident? Lord Shiva, he holding the trident, his instrument. The instrument not killing to others. The instrument, the personification, those who have conquered three qualities, three gunas, or beyond three gunas. Sattvic, Rajasic and Tamasic. Or you can say Tamasic, Rajasic and Sattvic, which beyond three gunas. And or three qualities. Then Kapala Kritabhushana. So Kapala here they translate skull, Kapala is the skull, our head. Like you see many Tantri masters in India, they eating the food in the cremating place in the skull. The skull, the other house, which side of the skull? These are two parts in our brain, right? There is joint around this, and the skull can be two sides, no? Because it's two part normally, not one part.
Whole thing is one part.
Whole thinking, as per understand skull, but normally there is two part. So they always take the food because that they have to separate. So this our whole head is like one, but it has to break. And you know that head when operation, that is two parts also. Here it can be operation. It can be separated. So I don't know which part the Tantri masters used to as a pot to eat the food. I don't know. The lower part or the upper part. I have no ideas. Let me research for in future. But first time I was think about it. And that you can check sometimes in Google which part of a skull they use for the pot to eat the food. Not only food, sometimes the water, they clean their bottoms also. So they use for all purposes. Normally the Aghori, many sadhus who residing in cremating place, doing all kind of sadhana, residing, such kind of place and such kind of yogis, known as Aghori, are and such kind of yogis are, they use such kind of instruments called kapal. Kapal. Krita has made Bhas and Bhushana ornament. Dik means direction. Dik. Desa Kalasuna. Desa means space. Kala means time. Time not what you watch the time on your watch 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. No. At the time. Time of the Kala. Kala is the how I can translate you. We say sometimes Bura kal, aa gaya. In Hindi we speak. Means the bad time coming for you. So it means kala is something we can calculate our social time, right? It's a bad time is coming. So you have to understand in this translation. Sunya, devoid, or emptiness. Desa kala sunya. Sunya means emptiness. And cha means or vyapadesa. Vyapadesa. Description. Vivarjita. Vivarjita. Free from. So, and let we shall go to the commentary. Better you have to go through the text. And after that we can summarize. Although the transcendental awareness is Nirakara, it has been personified as Shiva for the benefit of the sadhaka. So you can say that. So what is the personification of Bhairava? So Bhairava is the state of the consciousness which is a Nirakara, a transcendental consciousness. So transcendental consciousness means has no form. Am I clear that? Nirakara. Ni akara. Akara means form. Nirakara means absence of form. You can't say no form. So we can you can speak such a way, say absence of all form. So that is called Nirakara. So Lord Shiva is the beyond the form. It means absence of all kind of form. And that is called Nirakara Samadhi. Savikara Samadhi, Savichara Samadhi, Nirbhachara Samadhi. When you study Patanjali Yoga Sutra, the first chapter. Am I clear that? And we have been studied also this. The 10 kind of Samadhi. But final Samadhi, as per the Raja Yoga, they call Kaivalya Samadhi or Meghanad Samadhi. But Meghanad Samadhi, actually, many scholars even don't understand it, even many philosophers. Meghanad Samadhi, if you study the 4th chapters, the terminology comes there. Very rare people know Meghanad Samadhi. Very rare people. Even they don't know what the word called Meghanad. But as per the our mythology in Ramayana, the Lakshman, the younger brother of Lord Rama, he was attained Meghanad Samadhi. And he can conquer the whole cosmos. Either he is angry or the peaceful, doesn't matter. He can conquer anything, whatever he wanted. So Meghanad Samadhi, once you achieve, and you can conquer anything in your life. But generally, when you attain Meghanad Samadhi, you only can think the benefit of the whole humanity or whole the cosmos. Generally, you will be never selfish. So the final Samadhi called Meghanad Samadhi, as per the Raja Yoga. Raja Yoga. But as per the understanding of a Vijñana Bhairava Tantra, so Bhairava state of the consciousness, it means the Sutra number 22 and explains how one can achieve or attain the state of the Bhairava consciousness. So we shall go to the commentary again. Although the transcendental awareness is Nirakara, it has been personified as Shiva for the benefit of the sadhaka. So what you understood now in this sentence? So Lord Shiva is the direct personification of the transcendental consciousness. Am I clear that? So if you are good sadhaka, so you have to understand not intellectually, but by experience, and you have to attain such a consciousness, then you call yourself as a Lord Shiva. You call yourself. We say Sivoham, 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 Amara Atma. Shiva means I am Shiva. It means I am the immortal Atman. Then we sometimes singing the songs. Satyam Sivam Sundaram. Satyam Sivam Sundaram. Shivam Satyam Sundaram. Satyam Shivam Sundaram. Satyam Shivam Sundaram. Who is Shiva? And who is the truthful? And who is the absolute consciousness? And who is the eternal? Who was, who is, and who will be? So Lord Shiva as a truthful, as absolute consciousness. Sundaram. Sundaram we translate normally beautiful, but actually that is too, how to say, loose English translation. Lord Shiva is not only beautiful, is something beyond that. I can't put in English words. He's like the house cycle, it's a Mr. World, Mr. He's like a Mr. Universe or Mr. Cosmos, right? Because Lord Shiva is the personification of compassion, incarnation of compassion. Lord Shiva is the personification of compassion. That is very important. You may achieve the truth, you may have the love, but if there is no compassion, there is no beauty. Right? So Lord Shiva is the personification of the compassion, compassionate person. So therefore, that is the highest beauty. So you may kind, you may truthful. If there is no compassion, that means you achieve the total consciousness of the absolute. Compassion means you have to go beyond and all kind of rule and regulations. You can break the all rules or you can go to beyond all rules. So Lord Shiva is the beyond all your rules. Either it is maybe social or the spiritual or a mystical, no matter what kind of rules, right? And he always compassionate towards all beings, no matter what you do, the wrong and right. So only Shiva, there is no gods out among the 33 million god and goddess. So Lord Shiva and the highest compassionate Deva, God. So therefore, as a sadhaka, as a practitioner of the devotee of Lord Shiva, so you can see, so Lord Shiva is the direct personification of the transcendental awareness or transcendental consciousness. Am I clear this? Then this is a peculiarity of the Vedic and Tantric stream of our thought, where every experience has been personified in a form with the characteristics which can easily be described and understood by the intellect. Without this personification, the average aspirant would find it difficult to conceive of the notion of a transcendence. Shiva is thus known to his followers by the trishul or trident which he holds an ornament of skulls around his neck. The three-pointed trishula represents the three gunas, sattva, rajas and tamas, is perfect equipage, thus signifying a state of no mind or beyond mind. The skulls denote the death of the individual ego. So now you can say that Kapala, what I explained, the skull, so it is the denote the death of the individual ego. So you have to understand Kapala, the skull. So it represents as a or reminding you and is the death of ego. It means when eating the food or using this instruments of certain useful things as a yogi. So how can I explain? How can I put right words? So Kapala is the symbol of death. If you are using every day, you are drinking water through the help of the as a medium. You can use as a pot. You can drink water. You can eat the food, and you can use that instrument. So all the time, reminding you, no ego. It means no mind. I mean, is the symbol of death. And when you die, so it seems there is no mind. Although after death, still there mind, as per the understanding of your karma. But it does help you. Like we are yogis, we putting ashes in the body, like in the face, or putting the red color. So red color is a symbol of awakening, Shakti, the power, and so on. Similarly, and we put ashes is the symbol of death also, because nothing. So we have to remind ourselves. We have to remind ourselves we are nothing but the small tiny dust. Small tiny dust. So, and there is very good sloka. Om Vayuranilaramitamathedam Bhasmatam Sareram. आपके लिए
है
उसके ले सकते हैं
नहीं है
थोड़ा पानी लेना पानी
पानी
गर्म पानी है Om Vayuranilaramitamathedam Bhasmatam Sareram. If you study Isavasya Upanishad, that is the Isavasya Upanishad is coming from the Shukla Yajurveda. You have to study Vedas, that 10 principal Upanishad. And Shukla Yajurveda, among the all Vedas, the first Veda. How many Vedas you have? You know, how many Vedas, Atmanand?
There are 4 Vedas.
So there is 5 Vedas. So
4.
generally 4 Vedas is available to us, and 1 Veda still in the hand of Gurus, and hand of the Lord Shiva. So Lord Shiva have the 5 face, not the 4 face. So therefore 5 Vedas, as per our understanding of the rishis and sadhus or saints or the Gurus. So Lord Shiva have the 5 face, not the 4 face. And if you go to Kathmandu, if you have good karma, next life or this life, so you can visit Kathmandu Lord Shiva. Pasupatinath, he have the 5 face. Only God, Pasupatinath. Physically also, you can see that. Physical temple today also exists. So that is 5 Vedas. So what is the name of the Vedas? What are the names? Atman, what are the names?
Rig Veda, Samaveda, Atharva Veda, and the last one.
Yajurveda. So Yajurveda first Vedas. Yajurveda.
Yajurveda, yes.
Okay, and final Vedas nobody knows. So that is and that Vedas explain all the secret knowledge of the enlightenments. And that Veda always taught by the Guru, I would say Guru disciple tradition, taught traditions, stay as a Guru Paramparas. Guru disciple taught tradition. And that education you only can get from the Gurus. From the Gurus only. So therefore we have the 5 Vedas. You can see that even today available lot of science to us, lot of science, but still we don't know what is the secret, right? So still we have 4 Vedas and 6 classical philosophy of India, and still we are searching and what is the real truth. So therefore 5th Veda is remain secret, and that will still also remain secret. Even and we study the science of Tantra, like Durga Saptasati, for example, Chandipat, and mantras are the mantras are we chant or repeat, and it has no power at all. And it has the power, we can earn chapati, bread, butter, chapati to eat and sleep. So that's all. And so still the real Tantric mantras are still secret. So you must be clear that. So what is the subject now? About the Kapala. So Kapala is the symbol of death of the individual ego. So Atmananda can use the skull, no, eating every day on the skull, some food, some bread, butter, chapati.
Yes, if it doesn't have a hole in it.
But I don't know, but you have to collect special skull, not ordinary skulls. I don't know, but I don't have any education about this skull bone because I never used. So I need get this knowledge. But there are some specific skulls you have to collect actually. Not every skulls are not possible. I don't think so. Must be specific. These symbols are again a powerful reminder that the experience of transcendence is only possible when the individual mind and ego are the sacrificed as ahuti. I forgot that. I was chanting one mantra. Om Vayu Ramilamat. Om Vayu Ramitamathe. No. Om Vayu Ramitamatedam. Bhasmatam Sareram. Om Kratam Smara. Kratam Smara. Kratam Smara. Kratam Smara. So this sloka, this verse is coming from the Isavasa Upanishad. And the meaning of this mantra is very simple. Meaning of this slokas, Vayu Ranil Ramita Mathero. Our body is composed by the 5 elements. The earth, water, air, fire, and ether elements. So what happening? When this body and go to cremating place, cremating place. When it goes to the cremating place, what happens? Vayu Ramila Ramita Mathin Bhasmatam Sarira. The body became a tiny dust ashes. Then what you shall do? This Om Kratam Smara, Kratam Smara. So you must chant mantra Om. Nothing else. So how to overcome this death? How to overcome this ignorance? How to overcome of this ego? And how to achieve the transcendental consciousness? Only by chanting the Om. Om Kratam Smara, Kratam Smara. Any and all problems one can resolve by chanting mantra Om. Am I clear that? Any and all problems. So you can resolve by chanting mantra Om. Om Kratam Smara, Kratam Smara, Kratam Smara, Kratam Smara. So you can check Isabhasa Upanishad. Vayu Ramitam Om Vayu Ranila Ramitamatedam Vasmatam Sareram. The whole body. And when the whole body and decayed, what happens? In the middle of fire, when the whole body decayed into the fire, and end of the day, end of the result of the body, it comes only dust of in the simple dust of the ashes. Are you clear now? So let we shall chant mantra Om. And by chanting mantra Om, so one can develop the transcendental consciousness, Nirakara. So one can also achieve the Shiva consciousness, the Bhairava consciousness. So then these symbols are again a powerful reminder that the experience of transcendence is only possible when the individual mind and ego are sacrificed as ahuti or oblations into the fire generated by the awakening of the kundalini energy. So this is the true Mahayagya. So once you transcend your mind, the ego, to the higher channels, what happens? It helps you in order to awaken in the kundalini energy. In order to awaken the kundalini. And this is called Mahayagya. Maha means great, and called great sacrifice. Great sacrifice or great renunciations, or the great sacrifice spoken of in the Vedas and Upanishads, where the awareness acts are the ladle by which they are pure into the fire. In this sense, dhyana is the real sacrifice or yajna, but the methods are not yet revealed. So the sutra number 22, as per the Bhairavi, as per the Shakti, the Parashakti Paradevi, and the real methods not still is revealed. So dhyana is the real sacrifice or yajna, but the methods are not yet revealed. Devi's doubts are still not satisfied. So she repeats her question. The great Lord has told her about the transcendental state, but has not yet revealed the ways to the attain that state. It is experience alone that transforms doubts into conviction and reaffirms the faith. So it is experience alone that transforms doubts into conviction. So actually, there's not many methods or many techniques are not exposed by the Lord Shiva yet. Lord Bhairava yet not, and he revealed the secret science of the enlightenments to the mother Parasakti, the Devi to Bhairavi. Am I clear that now? The sutra only simply the speaking, okay? The transcendental consciousness, the Nirakara, is the state of the consciousness of Bhairava. Number 2, and you simply sacrifice and your ego, the mind, and or the death of the mind is the best way to awakening in order to awaken the Kundalini Shakti. And this is the great sacred fire or great the sacrifice is great sacrifice. So here is the two techniques are there. One technique is kill the mind or detachment from the mind, or renounce or detachment or dispassion. So I can say that I can say or I can think about it. I mean renunciation. Renounce the gratification of the senses. The best way to understand the mind means detachment. How to understand detachment? To renounce the gratification of the senses. Am I clear that? The gratification of the mind. Or to renounce the pleasure, the gratification of the pleasures of the mind. So this is called dispassion. And I think this is the best way, and you can free from the ego or kill your mind. For example, that the fire. If putting a lot of wood, what happens? Or if put oil like kerosene petrol, so fire becomes more and more and more. But you don't put the wood or the kerosene, what happening? The fire become decay and decay and decay. So this is the best way to understand the mind, in my understanding. Similarly, so he's supposed to watch your mind, observe the mind, the best way, and you can free from the attachment from the mind. You don't involve with your mind, right? That what you have been studied. That what is that? Avidya, asmita, raga, dvesa, abhinivesa, klesa, right? And that are the obstacles. Avidya, asmita, raga, dvesa, abhinivesa, klesa, the root cause of all sufferings and obstacles in order to attain the samadhi. Asmita, avidya, asmita, raga, dvesa, abhinivesa, klesa. Klesa means sufferings, dukkhas, obstacles. Avidya means ignorance, absence of knowledge or absence of wisdom. So absence of wisdom means what? What kind of wisdom? absence of wisdom of soul, the spirit, not wisdom of the mind. Or you may be master of the history or geography or the science or the master of yoga, right? But all are the ignorance of Vidya. You may be master of your body. You are studies on postgraduate in science, postgraduate in geography, history, politics. It is the master. It is the avidyas. Avidya means ignorance. So what kind of knowledge we are achieved nowadays in social life? It is called avidya. Ignorance. So we have education of foolishness. It does not help us in order to be happy. So as per the Patanjali, he used the word avidya, means absence of vidya. Vidya means wisdom. And vidya, we have to translate vidya of the soul, knowledge of the soul, wisdom of the soul. And soul is the eternal. Atma is the eternal. And we need knowledge of eternal. Am I clear that? Avidya. So we can translate just absence of knowledge or absence of wisdom or ignorance. We can't translate it like that. It is the wrong translation. I think all books are going to somewhere, no? If I say wrong translation, nobody can sell their books. No. So avidya, we have to correctly understood here. Sometimes we can think ourselves, right? So I have been studying all the Vedas, all Upanishads. I have been graduated so many kind of science. I am in so many degrees, right? But still, why I am suffering? So we have to be very clear. We have the avidyas. So avidya is the root cause of all our sufferings, right? So therefore, and we have to understand and what is the real vidya, real wisdom, real knowledge. And we have three kind of knowledge: informative knowledge, and that what we are receiving from the intellect, from the book, and by talking to others. And second, or we are receiving the knowledge from books, from sastra, many things. It's called informative knowledge. This knowledge is good, but does not help you in order to free from all suffering or final liberation. It does help for survive. You can earn chapati, food, house, money. You can get your wife and children, everything. But does not help you free from complete stress or strain. It does not help you. Am I clear that? Informative knowledge. You just get informations. Like 1 plus 2 is 3, but you don't know what is actually 3. So that's why in the school, we put 3 sticks. 1 stick, second stick, third sticks. I remember today in class 1. So you have to understand there are 3. 1, 2, 3. Still we don't remember 3. But sometimes you have to, 1, 2, 3. We put together, then you understand, so 1 plus 2 is 3 actually. Then you remember 3. I remember in my class 1, we take the 100 sticks. So when you learning the number 1, 2, 3 until the 100, I remember to have 100 sticks, and each box of sticks have 10 sticks. Very good science, very good science we have. I don't know you have been in such kind of schools, but I have been countryside schools, so I have very good education. Like all our gurus also countryside gurus for me. Like there is a great master Ramana Maharshi. He's called countryside guru, who never been school and college and universities. Such kind of guru you need specially. You are a highly intellectual. Such a guru you must I think find such kind of gurus. You don't need to listen to lectures in this platform. But I'm very happy that he contributes so that we can have some chapati in Himalayas. So I can have some milk. Anyway, so what I mean, so the second knowledge, whatever we are going to experience by the senses, also it's called avidya. This whatever we are receiving knowledge by the senses, it does not help us in order to free from the sufferings. You may be free from some kind of suffering, not total. There are no total liberations. And it means whatever you receive, the knowledge by the mind, by the senses, it does not help you for the final liberations. So these are two kind of wisdom. And that generally we are receiving in your life. And we all have been experienced, and there is suffering, nothing else. It does help sometime to make us happy, but not all the time. So Patanjali, Yoga Sutra, or Patanjali Maharshi, it doesn't mean such a way. You have to go deeper meanings. So another meaning is attainment, how to attain beyond mind, matter, and senses. So that the real knowledge, the transcendental consciousness, the transcendental awareness, right? That is the wisdom that we call prajna, as per the Sanskrit. We not say jnana, we say prajna, the pure wisdom. With wisdom, one can attain beyond the mind, the matter, and the phenomenon as well. Right? Phenomenon means something which is we don't understood by the mind, even by the senses. Is something like miracle, like mystic. Still is avidya. Am I clear that? Because there are some tantric powers in India, black magic. That is also not right knowledge. It's also avidya. All kind of magicians. It's nothing but avidya. But of course, we are happy. Like you put some oxygen, no? Oxygen plus hydrogen become water. It seems like miracle for common persons. But still is avidya. It does not help us for the final liberation. So we have to be understand correctly. Avidya cannot be translated absence of knowledge. It can be translated such a way. Absence of knowledge about the soul. Without Atma Jnana, without wisdom of the soul, and not possible to have final freedom. So you have to understand what is the Vidya, right? Am I clear that? So therefore, and as per the Sutta number 22, so Bhairava consciousness, or the Bhairava state of the consciousness one can achieve, and beyond the mind, and beyond the ego, and but without awakening Kundalini, I don't think it's possible to attain the final enlightenments. So final wisdom, uh, or final vidya, one can attain by transcendenting all our the totality of the mind, or one can achieve the nirakar samadhi. One can attain nirakar samadhi. So for the nirakar samadhi is very important, and how to go beyond mind and your beyond the senses in order to awakening Kundalini. So it seems, and you have to be very clear. So awakening Kundalini is not very easy. So far we have the avidyas. So far we have avidyas, not possible actually awakening Kundalini as per not my understanding, as per the understanding of the Shastras, as per the understanding of the Bhairavi. Because Sutta number 22, it was not taught by the Bhairava, it was taught by the Bhairavi. Am I clear that? The goddess. So you see that as per Sutta number 22, the Bhairavi, the Parasakti, the Devi still is suffering. But there is something and more secret. So let's see what Lord Shiva, the Bhairava, going to reply or going to give you answers. What are the secrets? What are the secrets methods or the dharana or the techniques in order to attain the final and or the absolute consciousness of the Lord Shiva. Am I clear that? So now we have 5 minutes. If you have any questions, Swamiji would like to speak something. There also our one guest Swami, his name also Swami Samarpana, is here to the listening first time. Maybe he can use some prayers for you, no? I can introduce him. So he can have received some blessings from Himalayas. We have the same name. I sent to him to my Guru. And my Guru said that you keep the same name because I already left that place. So he fill up that place. So people sometimes ask me when I used to go to my Guru place visiting. Then sometimes people Rishikesh Samarpanananda or the South Indian Samarpanananda. So two Samarpanananda. So maybe I can invite to Swamiji. He can give blessings to you. I'll pray at that. Now I invite him so you can see him possible. And in future he can and something present you in future. Maybe not today.
How are you?
Namaste, I'm doing well.
Namaste. Oh, a lot of people are there.
We have actually more people. But today some people absent.
How was the class? You liked it? I was there sitting and listening.
Yes, we learn a lot from Swamiji.
Yes. He has experienced education, experiential education. He does sadhana, and through his sadhana, he realizes whatever is being learned.
Yes.
Nice to meet all of you. It's
Yes.
wonderful to see you.
Yes, my pleasure.
Swamiji has a lot of disciples.
And possibly you can learn also in future some chantings. In nowadays giving online classes. So you'll be arranged this in future for long sustainability. Like Swami Omkaranand teaching before, like Swami Sarvananji, Swami Pragyananji, you people know, Sri Brahmananji. So I suggest him he can teach something in future. So that is some plans. Okay.
So carry on.
Om Namah Shivaya Gurave Satchidanandamurtaye Nisprapanchaya Santaya Niralambaya Tejasi Sankaram Sankaracharyam Kesavam Badarayanam Sutrabhasakritam Bande Bhagavanto Punaha Punaha Iswara Gururatmeti Murtibheda Vibhagine Vyamavad Dehaya Dachinamurtaye Namaha. Now we shall chant Mahamrityunjaya mantra all together wherever you are for the world peace. I have some problems even pronounce because I have so much pain in my left side in the face. And sometimes you can see how I pronounce. Although I'm very good scholar to Sanskrit mantras, very difficult. Even some English words even. It's a lot of saliva, a lot of pain I have. Like when you're going to 100 years old, your tongue does not return. The similar manner I'm speaking like a 200 years old man. There's actually so much pain here, a lot of pain. So let chant everyone Mahamrityunjaya mantra. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardanam Urvarukam Yovandhanan Mritarmasya Mamritan. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardanam Urvarukam Yovandhanan Mritarmasya Mamritan. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardanam Urvarukam Yovandhanan Mritarmasya Mamritan. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Later we shall chant 9 times Lokaha Samastaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Like Ama Mata Amritanbai. She chant 9 times. I don't know why chant 9 times, but they do 9 times. Later we shall chant 9 times without finding any logics. Don't find any logics. Om lokaha samastaha sukhino bhavantu. 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 Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Gum Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. So thanks to all of you. May Lord Shiva bless you all, wherever you are. Om.